Hello. Um, Today I want to talk about Novak Djokovic. Um, Novak Djokovic made comments that men should get more prize money than women in tennis, and he was then forced to apologise and basically was made out to be a misogynist. Apologising was the wrong thing to do, completely the wrong thing to do, because he was absolutely right. Men do deserve more prize money than women because they put more work in. I'm going to open this by saying that women play 3 sets versus a man's playing 5 sets. So they actually put more work in. And in 2014 in Wimbledon, the men's singles lasted almost 4 hours and went into the 5th set, whereas the women's final lasted only 55 minutes and only went into the 2nd set out of 3. In fact, the women's final for 2004 is deemed to be the 5th shortest game in women's history. And I did my research, and there's some debate as to whether 1922 and 1925, although the shortest recorded match for women is 25 minutes. Compare that with the shortest recorded match for men. It's 1936 Wimbledon, and it lasted for 40 minutes. So even when that didn't even go into the 5th set, that went into the 3rd set, whereas the women's tend to go into the 2nd set when it's much shorter. This is disturbing for many reasons. For example, the whole equal pay for equal work thing. It's not equal work. If you're only putting in 55 minutes, not even an hour of work, and you're getting the same as someone who put in almost 4 hours worth of work, that's dishonest. That is completely dishonest, and it's illegal. It is illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to pay someone less just because of their gender. And I know this argument has been made for the women, but I'm making it for the men. The men are being punished here because women say, "Oh, we deserve so much because we're putting in the same amount of effort." No, you're not. Come on, your sets didn't even go into the final set, and it lasted only 55 minutes. If you think that is worth the prize money that Wimbledon give out, then I have to question your math skills. Because it's not even an hour. You wouldn't even get like £7 for that in the UK. If it was a straight up waged job, you wouldn't even get £7 for that because you've not even worked an hour. And yet, women demand the same amount of pay as the men in Wimbledon. No, you can't just demand that I give you money because women. You've got to prove that you can do it, and putting in the same amount of hours, or at least the same amount of sets, as a man. And for men, it's best out of 5. I mean, the 1936 Wimbledon final didn't even go into the 4th set. It went into the 3rd set, and Fred Perry defeated Baron Gottfried von Kram. So chances are, if you're beating people in the second set, chances are it won't go into the fourth set, it will go into the third set and that'll be it. I can't make this any clearer. You have to put in equal work to get equal pay. You can't just rock up to work and expect to work a 5 hour day and be paid the same as a man who works an 8 hour day. You can't do that. You literally can't do that. And yet women demand it every single day. Equal work for equal pay. But it's not equal work. I mean, if you're an office worker and you're working 8 hours, a day, and you're a male colleague who's also an office worker who's also working 8 hours a day, that's a scenario where the equal pay for equal work would stand. Not in Wimbledon. In Wimbledon, it should be off of merit. I mean, in tennis, you don't just get the number one male and number one female seeded in the world just because you're a man or just because you're a woman. You've got to work hard for it. Both males and females have to work hard for theirs. It's one of these things. It just makes me so angry, and I'm going to stop there and I'm going to say Novak shouldn't have apologised. Or rather, Djokovic shouldn't have apologised. He should not have apologised for what he said, because it was right. Men play more sets, they put more hours in, so it stands to reason that they deserve more pay. They deserve more money for that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already, click subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay? Peace.